Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of Be in the Know. Today I have the pleasure of introducing you to my good friend and my Camp Gladiator trainer, Steve Bradle. So Steve, will you mind just kind of introducing yourself real quick and letting everybody know who you are?
Sure, absolutely. So my name is Steve Bradle, and I live in Monroe, North Carolina, and I've been a resident of North Carolina now for 22 years. I've been a personal trainer for 6 years. I've been a Camp Gladiator trainer for 5 years, and I've been training Byron for 4 years out of that. So kind of like my journey as a personal trainer really started as I was a middle school wrestling coach, middle school tennis coach, coached a little bit of track, some things like that in that area. But really, I was not in the kind of that area of personal training. I worked in the corporate industry. I sat behind a desk for 18 years, scanning and taking care of legal documents. And Camp Gladiator came along, and the rest just kind of became history at that.
Awesome. So for the people that don't know what Camp Gladiator is, but can you tell everyone kind of, what Camp Gladiator is and what that kind of looks like?
Yeah, sure. So Camp Gladiator, it gets a really weird connotation because everybody thinks gladiator.
That scares them.
It scares them, but it's an outdoor boot camp style workout, but really it's geared towards, ages from 14 up. I always like to say, if you can get up and you can get moving, you can do our workouts, because we do modify, kind of the workouts along the way. If somebody can't do, a burpee, so we're just going to go and we're going to find out what you can do. Sometimes people have limitations, whether it be backs, knees, wrist, shoulder, elbows. We got to have some kind of modification in there so everybody can be successful, in a workout. I look at it now, I'm like, if my 69-year-old mom can do the workouts, anybody can do this workout.
Yeah, that's what I think is really cool, and a lot of people might not get at first because the gladiator thing, I think, kind of scares them, is that we have people of all ages, all athletic abilities that come out and do the workout. For example, your mother, I'm not saying her age because that's, but she comes out and she's there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. She's always there. She's doing the workout. And like you said, sometimes there might be success options that she does that are a little bit different, but it's kind of cool to how that group is, and there's all kinds of people there. So kind of talk about, I don't know if you know the exact number, but how many locations do they have here in the Charlotte area?
Let's see, Charlotte area. I gotta throw. I think it's like ballpark. I think we probably have 50 locations. I think we're sitting somewhere around 20 trainers. It might even be more. It might be upwards more of like 75 other locations, and that ranges everywhere from, you're talking Mint Hill, Matthews, Waxhaw, and then you start pushing up towards Charlotte and Charlotte proper, and then you start going further out towards Huntersville. And then it pushes down towards Fort Mill. And we even have a trainer, she's from China Grove. So we have China Grove.
That's out there.
We have Salisbury. It's out there.
Yeah, that's out there.
So it is growing, and we're always looking for more trainers.
Yeah.
It's because there are great trainers out there, if they're looking for an opportunity like that. And this is one of the most amazing programs that I find out there, that you can go and you can operate on your own schedule. You can train outdoors. You can train virtually. And again, talking about the other locations. Now you're going and talking like Charleston, Raleigh, Dallas, from where you're from. Austin. Now you're moving over towards Louisiana. We've got other progress coming into play. That the expansion of it is just absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Thinking about further down the road, and I can't give up a whole lot of information, but
Sure.
This thing is just huge. And then virtually, like I said, I trained a girl one day, she was in Japan. I was like, she's in Japan. This was absolutely amazing.
Very cool. So for the people that don't know, Camp Gladiator, they celebrate milestones. So pretty much every 50 check-ins, every 50, it's a milestone and you get a status upgrade. So they kind of try to keep you motivated by getting to those milestones.
T-shirts, man, T-shirts.
Man, lots of great T-shirts.
Lots of T-shirts. Everybody loves.
I've got a ton of them.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm probably like stacking. I think I told you I rotate through my shirts throughout the year, going, okay, we wore these, let's go to the next stack, and rotate through. But yeah, everybody loves to be celebrated, So every 50 check-ins, we celebrate that milestone. So, you know, we make a big deal out of it. We take pictures, we post it on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, you know, because people like to be celebrated, you know. And I was doing the same thing. My first, and I admit it, man, my first year of CG, I had 7 check-ins. But also, too, I was working a full-time job. I had a family, training, learning how the business operated. But then the next year, I popped up another 100 check-ins.
Yeah.
And so I've got my own little milestones going as well, where I've said, like, I want to hit another 250 check-ins this year.
Well, awesome, man. I appreciate you coming out today and, you know, explaining that, Camp Gladiator. If you don't mind, just real quick, tell everybody, like, if there's a social media that you want them to follow for your Camp Gladiator and anything else, give that to them so they can follow you and find out any information.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, our website is www.campgladiator.com. You can actually find me if you go look for Steve Bradle on Facebook. You'll probably see some weird photo. Profile pic of me, maybe. I switch them around a lot. So I also work for the Panthers too. So I'm either with a flag or in workout gear. I don't do a lot on Instagram, and I do a little bit on Twitter, mainly Facebook, because, you know, you dive into the social media realm, you're lost there forever.
Oh, yeah.
But we do have a couple other of our own little Facebook groups too. Like we said, we talked about community. So we have our own little groups of Facebook pages for our kind of like specific areas. And I even have one that's mainly geared toward like just my group, whether they train with me here personally or they train virtually, where we just pop up, you know, here's nutrition, here's Hump Day Wednesday goofy picture, here's something funny that makes me laugh. How many squats can you do? Other personal challenges that we like to throw in, recipes, things like that.
Yeah. Well, awesome, man. Thanks again. And hopefully we'll see you guys out there. Come join us, 5:15 a.m., Whole Foods, Waverly, or any other location. Just check it out.